Hey, everybody, before we get started tonight, I just want to thank all of you who've been downloading our shows, watching our videos on YouTube, and checking out our website, discgolfexaminer.com. If you are listening to the podcast and you do like this content, please rate, review, subscribe on iTunes, Google, Stitcher, wherever you're listening to this podcast. We would really appreciate it. It means so much in the show. Let's get to it. Hey everybody, welcome to episode number 4 of Disc Golf Examiner. It's Brian and Jeff. We're here tonight. We have an interview follow-up with what you may have seen on Facebook and YouTube. It's been getting very well received. So far, it's been shared by Dynamic Discs and the PDGA. What it is we created a video. Brian and myself went out on Sunday morning with a group of wrestlers and comedians, and we introduced them to disc golf.
Yeah, Jeff, actually, we had such a fun time out there, introducing them to disc golf. We had 2 wrestlers from a local wrestling promotion called K.S.W.A, which is the Keystone State Wrestling Alliance. We had 3 comedians from a comedy troupe, Hustlebot. And so we had just a blast out there. If you haven't seen the video, check out our Facebook or YouTube page. Look up Wrestlers versus Comedians or Grow Disc Golf Day. It's under one of those 2 titles. And you'll definitely have a fun time watching that.
And it's in not so much celebration. We like to think we're growing the sport all the time, but Dynamic Discs has really been spearheading this charge of taking somebody out to the course, introducing somebody new to the sport, get them out there, see if they have fun. And the whole concept of the video was to see if 2 groups who have never played disc golf before, from 2 different worlds, from wrestling and from comedy, could we get them out there on the course and have fun? And from what you can tell from the video, they did have a blast. And what we did was we brought them back tonight on the podcast for an interview, just kind of follow up. What was their first impression? What did they think when they stood up to the tee box for the first time? And is this something they would do again? So we'll hear all those answers coming up later in the show. First, we challenge you to leave us to rate, review, or subscribe if you're listening to the podcast. And we did receive actually our very first review. It's a 5-star review from Relt100. He says, a great group of guys with some great disc golf talk. Top-notch guest too. Thank you, Relt. We really appreciate that. If you are listening to the podcast, please subscribe, please rate, please review. We're trying to put out some great content for you, and those reviews really help us out these first 60 days.
Wow, that's amazing. Thanks so much for that comment. It really means a lot to us.
All right. Also, just doing a little housekeeping just to clean up. We want to make sure we give shout-outs to the Ogwood Apocalypse. We had Jay Ray and Wilhaven McCaskill on in episode 2. Their event is coming up this weekend. It's the 16th. Registration is closed, but we want to just give them a shout-out and hope they have a great event. And also a big fundraiser is going on. We had Tanya from Double Par Designs on episode 3. She was featured there. And at the time, she had 71 teams registered. We just checked this morning. She's up to 94. There's no cap on registration, and registration can be the day of. So you can register up to the time the event starts. She really is packing them in. 94 teams for her very first event. That is phenomenal. Good luck, Tanya. We hope you raise a lot of money. It's for a great cause.
Yeah, fantastic. Really glad to see that those numbers are up there for her, and really glad to hear her on the podcast. Oh, and don't forget that Saturday, October 22nd is Slaughterfest here at Nob Hill. Cody Wingett is going to be putting on a tournament, a C-tier here. Registration ends the 21st of October, I believe. So definitely, if you're thinking about that, that's a great event in the Pittsburgh area to jump on.
Yeah, check out discgolfexaminer.com. Click on podcasts, and then episode 3, there's the links to Cody's event where you can register at Disc Golf Scene.
Yeah, so maybe we should just go into the interviews now.
Yeah, definitely.
All right,
Let's
great.
do it.
And away we go.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Let's see.
Hey guys, welcome to Disc Golf Examiner. We have a special episode for you tonight. This week we did a video introducing two groups of people to disc golf. Two of them were K.S.W.A, local wrestlers, Shane Starr, the Golden Triangle champ, and Jay Flash, the heavyweight champ. We also had 3/4 of the Pittsburgh-based comedy troupe Hustlebot with us. That'd be Joe Wittrick, David Fedor, and John Feitner. We have Joe and Dave, as well as Jay Flash and Shane Starr with us here tonight, as well as Jeff. And we're going to do a follow-up interview, talk about their time playing disc golf and what we think the future could be with that. So we'll just jump right into the interview.
So about a week ago, we approached you guys and we said, hey, we're thinking about this concept for Grow Disc Golf Day. And what we want to do is document your first time playing disc golf. And since you're comedians and wrestlers, maybe there's some sort of idea for a competition. What did you think disc golf was? What were you expecting when we first asked you to join us and play disc golf?
All right, I guess I'll go. When you first said disc golf, I had no idea what it was. I thought disc was abbreviated for something, but I guess I'll just figure it out when I get there. But it sounded exciting, but I had no idea what it was actually going to be. Maybe we were dressed like disco people. No idea.
Disco golf. Anybody else? Anybody have a reaction to their first time or what it would be like? Everybody knew exactly what disc golf was and they'd have a good time.
Well, yeah, I've seen it. I've seen pictures that you've posted and things like that. I was personally worried that I would ridiculously hurt myself, like throw out my shoulder or just be, completely physically not ready for the challenge, especially going up against wrestlers. That's a lot of pressure. But yeah, it was fun.
Having known Keith for a while, I knew what disc golf was because he's explained it to me in almost every conversation we've ever had. But I thought, okay, it's throwing frisbee at things, but it's way more challenging than that. It's and way more fun than that too. It was really neat to be part of that kind of competition.
And Shane, what would you think?
I personally knew what disc golf was. I've been through Shenley Park a few times. I've seen the pins around, and I knew about throwing the frisbee and whatnot. But what I didn't realize was, I think it was the second hole. It was 369 yards or whatever. I didn't realize we had to throw it quite that far, but it was pretty exciting. It was a good time.
You thought it was something you could just play in your backyard. It was, it's like target practice. You didn't realize that some of the holes, the biggest one at Shenley is about 550 feet, but you can get in some courses, you have 800, 1,000-foot holes. So it can really go quite the distance. So you guys are on the tee pad for the first time at hole 1. We kind of purposely didn't give any instruction other than to introduce you to the game and say, these are kind of the basic rules that we're going to follow today. What did you think when you first stepped up to that tee pad to take your first shot?
Please don't embarrass myself.
Or get hurt. I think that was a big concern, breaking a hip.
Yeah, I'm thinking, I have a wrestling show that I need to go referee at. I can't throw on my shoulder or I can't make those 3 counts.
You'll be able to slide in 5 seconds too late to start the 3 count. Right?
When I was first throwing the disc, it was mainly I just hope it goes like where I'm trying to throw it, because I had no idea what the game was. So then once I finally figured it out and how far we were throwing it, like I had no idea I was even going to be throwing frisbees. I mean, I did see the word golf, so I did figure there was going to be some type of accuracy. And this is the whole reason I'm a wrestler, so then I don't have to worry about accuracy. I just pick somebody up and throw them on their head. But when I was actually kind of nervous, because I was like, I mean, I have the strength involved to do this, but I could throw that as straight as possible, and it could just go off somewhere else.
Yeah. So whenever you first saw the basket, what were your impressions of the basket itself? That's my question. Like the first time you saw it, like what part are you supposed to throw at, right?
Well, not only that, but it was also like a million miles away. It was like, how the hell am I supposed to throw something that far?
Oh yeah, definitely. Your distance picks up whenever you get a little bit more technique and practice in there. But yeah, you guys progressed fairly quickly throughout that round. You notice that whenever you first start out, is that you progress much faster at the beginning, and you guys were learning as you were going, and it was pretty interesting to watch.
Yeah, even watching the replay of the video, some of your form was great, and you could see your distance increase as you went on from hole to hole. It was nice having Vinny there as well, the local pro, to give you guys some tips. But I could see you guys rip one a couple every once in a while, and it started to come together for you. Did your confidence build as we went from hole to hole?
Are you talking specifically about the comedians? Because I would say, yes, our confidence was high to begin with. And then as we progressed, our confidence became even higher.
And I have to probably say, even beyond confidence, it was the competitiveness. I kind of didn't expect it to be that competitive. Like, I was really wanting us to win and to beat the wrestlers.
I think it was more about comfortability. Like, I got more comfortable as I seen everyone else, they threw and stuff, and then like how, I don't know. I mean, at first the basket, trying to get the disc golf all the way over there wasn't as bad as once I get there. How many shots is it going to take to actually get it in the basket? But then once I felt comfortable with stuff, it just, I don't know, just starting to adapt to it.
And it was a close match. I think the wrestlers took hole 2, right? You were, I think, comedians took hole 1, wrestlers took hole 2.
Correct. Yes.
And then you guys tied every hole after that. And you guys both ended up as a team on your first time. Both shot 1 over par, which was really nice first time score. But I think from what I heard from Dave earlier, it sounds like a rematch might be in order there.
Well, all I know is, had we gone either 9 holes or the full 18, that the comedians would have definitely come out ahead. We were definitely picking up.
Whoa.
I'm just saying, Shane. I don't know. I do think we need to have a rematch here.
I think we would have been building up steam while you guys would have been declining by the end there.
You think the comedians don't have the stamina to do 18 holes?
Well, Jay Flash and I, being professional wrestlers, are naturally competitive, so it wouldn't have got after 9. I think they would have been done, but we'll find out.
Yeah, and Fedor can't make that call. He's only a referee in professional wrestling, not disc golf. So
he's not qualified.
I happen to be the marathon man of the K.S.W.A. right now. I've been refereeing more matches than anybody in history. Put me out there for 8 matches in a row. Yeah, definitely. We just lost everybody.
Yeah, I think we did.
Jay's back.
It keeps doing it. But I keep coming. Back.
You can't stop me.
Sorry, I lost you there.
That's right.
See, I thought you were afraid of my trash talk. That's
so you've guys gone through. It looks like you're challenging each other, maybe to a future match. But does that mean that you enjoyed yourself enough that disc golf is something you would play again? Just not with the camera crew, or just on your own with a friend. You'd maybe introduce it to them. Was it worth it to spend your Sunday morning with us like that?
Oh yeah, I had fun. I'd definitely do it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jeff, I don't do anything without a camera crew.
That's
But definitely, I would do it again. If the situation would arise, I would definitely play again.
Awesome.
Nice. That's great to hear. There's so many courses around Pittsburgh, most of them with the 45-minute drive max, real championship level courses. We'd like to take you Let's see how you do when we're actually in the woods and really battling, some 800-foot course, 800-foot holes.
We have some courses out there that'll change your life, guys.
Well, Brian and I, we just want to say we're super appreciative that we were able to spend Sunday morning with you guys. We had as much fun recording as you guys did playing. We just sat back and let you guys do your thing, and it was amazing. I was even commenting to Brian how jealous I was that I didn't have my first disc golf experience on tape, and I would love to go back and see how I looked and how I threw and progressed. Of course, Brian and I played during a flash flood watch. It was we should have stopped and went home.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff's first time out, it literally we got out into the middle of the woods. We got into hole 2. It was raining a little bit, so we just decided to play. But we got out in the middle of the woods, and then all of our phones started going off with flash flood warnings. Like everybody is just like burp, 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 and we had a blast though. So it doesn't
matter. My first time was the end of the world. It's amazing.
So appreciative. We're glad you guys came out. We're glad you had fun. We know you got some big events coming up, and we definitely want to make sure everybody in Pittsburgh nearby knows about them and come see them. I know K.S.W.A has 2 big events to finish out the year. One is this weekend, if I'm not incorrect.
You're not incorrect.
You're not incorrect at all.
You're absolutely not incorrect. I love it.
100% not incorrect.
So then, yes, October 15th at the Teamsters Temple in Lawrenceville, there will be the K.S.W.A Saturday night Cash versus Flash 2. Jay Flash, he won the K.S.W.A Heavyweight Championship last month, and this Saturday night will be the epic rematch. Chris Cash versus the new champion Jay Flash, and it promises to be as intense and epic as its first encounter. So you don't want to miss it.
And you can get tickets online or at the door.
Tickets at the door, Lawrenceville, right on Butler Street, the Teamsters Temple, across the street from the entrance of the Allegheny Cemetery.
If people want to know more about KSWA, where can they go?
Well, KSWA.net.
KSWA.net.
We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. Jay Flash, you have a
Snapchat now.
Snapchat account. That's right.
You can either snap the code or just Jay Flash Champ. As easy as that.
Nice. Just made that, huh?
Yes, I did.
And then Shane, anywhere anybody can reach you if they want to reach out?
Twitter and Facebook.
All right.
I'm on there every once in a while. Check everything out.
Nice.
Promote.
And then Hustlebot had just nice. And then also Hustlebot recently just celebrated a 10-year anniversary mark. Been entertaining in Pittsburgh and around the country. Home base in Pittsburgh, but they are world renowned. Is that true, Dave?
Yeah, I would say so.
That's a fair statement.
Well, yeah, we recently celebrated our 10th anniversary. We had all of our alumni in town. We had a big show. It was awesome. It was a fun night of improv and also a little bit of a look back of our journey. We've been focusing lately a lot about some online videos, online web series, and we have some things going on in the future that I'm not at liberty to discuss right now because they don't exist. But yeah, we're looking to have fun here in the upcoming year.
Yeah, Hustlebot, tons of funny videos, great videos on YouTube, on your Facebook. I believe both under the Hustlebot name and also hustlebot.com. So it's kswa.net and hustlebot.com. You can also find both of those on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and you can find them locally in Pittsburgh, especially this weekend for the KSWA, October 15th.
Joe, is there anything that you'd like to add or say?
No, just check out hustlebot.com, and you can also check out where I work. Called the Oaks. We do live entertainment. We host 2 of our own film festivals each year. We're also the host of the Pittsburgh 48 Hour Film Festival, and you can find more information at theoakstheater.com.
Joe was breaking up a little bit. I just want to make sure Oaks does trivia on Sunday night. So if you like trivia, looks like on the 16th and 23rd of October, you got Billy Price on November 5th, a Neil Diamond tribute show on November 4th. There's tons of events coming up. The Oaks Theater is packed. It's theoakstheater.com. Check it out. You can see Joe maybe even before the show. Go throw some discs.
We've got a good vantage point from the top of the roof. We can pretty much hit anything at Oakland. So.
And Deer Lakes isn't that far away either. It's right over the hill. So
you can do a hyzer spike into the quick fill parking lot.
That's right.
Thanks again, guys.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to do something else, a follow up or something.
Well, thank you for inviting us to be a part of it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
No,
want
Dave.
anybody else.
You guys are awesome.
And we could handle the truth, so thanks. Thanks.
You can handle the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I did have a good time, and hopefully we can get that rematch in.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Did you hear that, Fedor?
Yeah, I'm down. Just make sure the cameras are there because I want to get this on tape. Me being
It must be documented. And I'll even clean my lens this time so there's no smudge on it.
Gosh, chap.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Have a good night. Thank you.
Bye.
See you guys.
All right, guys, and that was our interview with Hustlebot and the K.S.W.A wrestlers. We hope you enjoyed it. We have a ton of fun with those guys. Really, really good guys. Definitely check out their events that they have coming up. I know that you'll enjoy it if you're into wrestling. I've been to a few of those shows myself. Ton of fun.
And the big thing that come out of all of that is I think there was a rematch in there, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was. You know, that's the funny thing. So some people, it's the competitiveness. Other people, it's the just getting out there and playing and the disc. And it's really cool to see where those guys fall on that. Very competitive, but at the same time, having a ton of fun. And really, that's what it's about. There's not too many things, I think, out there that you can be competitive at that are as fun as disc golf is. And I think those guys really had a lot of fun out there.
Yeah, one thing I really liked about spending the morning with them was it's no secret I grew up skateboarding, and you know, skate culture is it's unique and it's different than anything you ever experience in your life. But the only rule that really is in skate culture is if you go out, all the community ever asks of you is that you try harder than you did the last time. If you go out and you're pushing and you're progressing, you are accepted and rewarded beyond anything you ever experienced in your entire life. And I saw that in these guys out on the course where they had so much heart and soul into the game. Their only concern, and it came out a little bit in the interview tonight, all they wanted to do was do a little better each time they threw that disc and just improve and become a better player and experience that growth firsthand. And they really got it, and they were all about it. And it was for me, hearing that was one of the most rewarding things I've heard in a long time.
Yeah, it's really great to share something with somebody for the first time like that. So we were really happy to do that. And man, it's just so good to see people. I never hear a negative reaction to disc golf. You know, you take somebody out, everybody has fun with it. And I love that. I love that aspect of it, is that our community is one of the best communities in all of sports, in my opinion.
Sounds good. I think we can wrap this one up, Brian. You want to send it home?
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of the Disc Golf Examiner podcast. We really do appreciate you guys listening. Leave us a comment. Remember to subscribe to us on YouTube and like us on Facebook, and as well as leave us a 5-star review on iTunes, Stitcher, whatever device you're listening on. And, you know, always when you're out there, Remember to bang some chains and have a lot of fun. We'll see you guys next time.